This is the Revelot Universal, the latest Gerald Genter-inspired quartz dress watch from a micro brand making a name for itself for big, bold dials at small, surprising price points. The Revelot Universal is slim, elegant, and beautiful. Yeah, I know, I didn't think it would be a watch for me either, but it really is, so let's find out why. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at the Revelot Universal, and I put this review together really quickly because the watch launches today or probably yesterday, August 31st, 2023. I can't edit that quickly. These prototypes, and yes, there's two of them, they were sent in by Revelot and I don't have to return them. I just wanted to make that clear at the beginning, be transparent about that. That obviously won't affect my review or anything like that, but you guys should know. So they're dress watches and they look a hell of a lot more expensive than they are. So stick around because that price reveal is going to be good. It's in the thumbnail. I told you not to. I said don't put it in the thumbnail. I said 1,000 times. So this is it, or this is these. Two beautiful Revelot Universals, two universally beautiful sets of dimensions. This one here is 40mm with a 45.5mm lug-to-lug length, 20mm lugs, measuring 8.6mm in height, and weighing in at a pretty pathetic 46 grams. Do you even lift, bro? People do still say that. The smaller of the two is 36mm, has a 39mm lug-to-lug length, 18mm lugs, and measures just 8.2mm in height, all while shedding some of that weight, coming in at 40 grams. As well as sounding like a pretty bloody good night out in Soho, 86 grams split between two is also a refreshingly light weight for two watches with sapphire crystal, a somewhat expected run-of-the-mill 50 meters of water resistance, and a quartz movement. In this case, it's the Epson VX. The Epson VX, which I'm pretty sure was the model name and number of my printer back in like 2005. It's a basic time plus date movement, but it isn't really the star of the show today, obviously. I do like the fact that it's a quartz watch and I don't have to see the second hand ticking. What's more, the second hand would have covered up this stunning dial. We've got this waffly texture that's bordered by the brushed perimeter, which also features brushed indices. They match the hands, which have a touch of C3 superluminova, but I do mean a touch. This is a dress watch, so lume isn't really a priority for me or for my girlfriend, on whose 5.5 inch wrist the Revelot Universal in 36mm fits perfectly. If you have a partner, or you're one of those couples that finish each other's sentences, firstly, yuck, that's disgusting, but also, a set of matching watches is probably a nice idea, possibly not on a night out together or something, but even if it's just a watch that you wear for the office, it's nice to think that your watch is kind of connecting you to your significant other. You know what I mean? Like you've both got the same watch on, but you're in different places. It's kind of a... It sounded better in my head, I'll be honest. On my 6.5 inch wrist, the 36mm was a tad too small, but the 40 wears really well, helped no doubt by the slimness of the all-polished case. There's a push-pull crown and it's small enough that it doesn't dig into the wrist or hand despite the slimness. But the polished case back, which features a bit of a spec sheet plus the Revelot logo, it is a scratch magnet, so do be careful when you're setting the watch down if that's the sort of thing that annoys you. Speaking of things that annoy you, here's my face again. But it's here to ask, are there any downsides to this watch? Like all of your Tinder matches, you have to work very hard to make this date work. It's small and it's unobtrusive, but I think it could have been sacrificed for a cleaner look or even another line of text. Don't hit me for that. And alas, the strap isn't going to win any awards, but it is signed and even the buckle has a cheeky bit of branding on the underside, almost like a video game Easter egg waiting to be discovered. The leather's comfortable and supple, but I see the words genuine leather in this exact font and immediately I know that this will need swapping out at some point. Which is fine because the watch is, drum roll please. Oh yeah, no, yeah, we put the price in the... Yeah, it's $89. That's about 70 quid, give or take, but you've got to be quick because that's just for the first 10 in each colorway. So after that, they're $125, which is about 99 quid, but even at that price, it's a no-brainer for me. I reviewed the Revelot Hex Mariner 39 a few months back and thought that that was a mighty impressive dial for the price. That's basically the headline here too. If you order two of these, obviously they can be a kind of his and hers set. That's what Revelot are going for here. But I wouldn't let that put you off just buying one for yourself, or just one for your significant other, whatever size suits, because at this price, with that sort of dial from a brand making interesting, somewhat original designs, then it's a really good deal. I'm going to throw the score up now, but it's only really losing points because the date is really small and the loom could probably go as well. It's a somewhat original design, inspired by a Gerald Genter piece, but the quartz movement is fine for the price, which is a bonkers price, especially if you're quick. A 2-year warranty, and it's a perfectly comfortable dress piece with perfectly good finishing. It's 8 out of 10. So that's the Revelot Universal. Let me know in the comments if you're going to pick one of these up. There is a link to Revelot's website in the description, but it's not an affiliate link or anything like that. Thank you to Revelot for sending these in for review, and thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.